your home immediately into spring, summer. He is the king of home fragrance. What you are looking at is not only functional, it's fabulously beautiful. In fact, that right there has got to be the most couture,
it's
gorgeous,
beautiful. That's pretty wonderful.
Fragrance diffuser, the plug-in.
My best ever.
I mean, lovingly called in the drugstore, the plug-ins. This ain't no drugstore plug-in.
No, this isn't.
By the way, they are, regardless of the choice that you make, this is a TSV for under $30 that is bringing you essentially a 6-month supply.
6 to 8.
Of home fragrance.
Yes.
And the way these obviously work, if you're not familiar with the category of diffusers known lovingly and kind of like slang-wise as plugins, they plug into an outlet. However, he is famous for his diffusers.
For those patterns.
And now those prints have been turned into a fashion statement for your home, thanks to not only scents inspired by his East Hampton garden, but prints inspired by one of his favorite books with a picture of 18th century toile and florals. So let me explain, Mr. Harry, what we're doing real quick, and then you're going to help us.
It's a lot to take in.
It's
a big offer.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Here is what we're doing. It's new, TSV, and if you want easy pay, use your QVC credit card. Otherwise, Buy More and Save encourages you to pick up multiple sets. And what's in a set? Here's what you're going to get. You're going to get 2 plug-in diffusers. We will show you how they install, meaning how you get the essential oil sent into them. However, they plug into a wall outlet, and yes, that outlet is adjustable. It turns horizontally or vertical.
Yes.
You get 2 of the beautiful printed diffusers, and then you also will get a total of 6 glass essential oil refillables. You will get 2 scents, 3 in one and 3 in the other. And that begs the question, can we use our graphics to help people start making their selection? Because I'm going to predict these are going to fly out the door. It's been almost a decade since you brought a diffuser TSV to QVC.
They have. And you know, in scent, this is my most important because this is the place you start. This gives you scent 24/7 in your home.
All right.
You walk in, you don't have to light a candle, you don't have to put a melt in a warmer. This is going
it's already
all
done.
day long. You open the front door and you know what you say?
Immediate. Home sweet home.
I'm relaxing.
All right, the choices, my dear friend, there are 6 of them, and I'm going to have you walk us through.
Absolutely. So you have the blue toile, which comes in wisteria vine and enchanted peony.
So those are the 2 scents.
Yes. You get red toile, and the 2 scents you get in that are, you get 3 of each. 3 sweet spring melon and orchard apples. Then you have the black toile, and in that you get vanilla cherry blossom and tuberose petals. Then you have the green toile, and in that you get wild honeysuckle and clementine blossom. And then you get the purple floral, which is the hydrangea, which is wild hydrangea and climbing clematis. And then you get the mixed colored floral, and in that comes pink geranium and summer zinnia.
All right, so here's what's going on. You are getting between 6 and 8 months worth of effortless home fragrance with no flame hazard and no effort on your part.
Nothing.
You plug them in
and sit back.
And thanks to your feedback, look at the screen, you are getting $41+ worth of home fragrance for $27 and change. Now, I want to point out, this category is super famous for you.
Yes.
And yet the feedback was, we want more. We want more fragrance. We want an even richer.
Doubled the fragrance lift in these. So whatever you bought for me this past fall, winter, you all said, can I make them stronger? So I went to the chemist and I sat in the lab and we tested these. And we tested them to the air, how it works with the air. These are twice as powerful as the ones I just did for you. So if you want lift, if you want fragrance, you're getting it. All from my spring garden.
And by the way,
in East Hampton.
They double, that's the inspiration, we're going to go there.
Yes.
They double as a nightlight.
They do.
Before we go even into inspiration, for people unfamiliar with diffusers, for people used to drugstore plugins, could you take us on a little demonstration of how the diffuser works, how we install the little scent capsule, how this whole thing unfolds?
Yes. So this is the unit. So as you can see, there's nothing inside right now, and there's a plug in the back. So I'm going to first fill it. So all you do is you pull the sides and you take it apart.
Brilliant.
Then you take one of the perfume bottles, and what's really wonderful, I call them perfume in a bottle. They're in glass. I did that on purpose. The reason buying it is, this is like an eau de parfum in a plug-in. So when you talk about drugstore, we've already separated ourselves out. This is eau de parfum in a plug-in. You now push it inside. You heard it clip.
Yep.
Now you take the bottom part, and all you do is clip it in. Now it's
Perfect.
done. Now you have a plug in the back. Wherever your plug is, you can turn it to your plug, because the one thing you want to make sure is that my name HomeWorx is on the bottom.
The window is
grid
on the
top,
bottom.
yes, because you see this top, all this grating with the beautiful floral patterns on it? That's where the fragrance comes out. And if you do it this way or this way, the oil will spill out.
Correct.
So this is the correct way to do it. And then when you plug it in for the next 4 to 6 weeks, depending on the oxygen in your home, the next 4 to 6 weeks, this is couture, this is scent. I work with master perfumers, the famous fragrance houses in the most important ones in the world to create these. I did not just create scents. I went into our garden in East Hampton and I said this past spring and this past summer, I want to bring these scents to QVC.
Okay, so
and that's what these are.
If we can just look at your screen for a second, they plug into the wall outlet.
They do.
They effortlessly scent your home. There's a heightened percentage of essential oils in this TSV than the one you may remember from almost a decade ago.
Or that I've ever done.
Or that that he's ever done in diffusers. They double as a nightlight.
Yes.
He also wanted it to be a fashion statement, a beautiful almost
look
piece
how
of
chic and
artwork
wonderful.
right on the wall. And that brings us to actually, speaking of artwork, as we're looking at it, thank you so much. And that ceramic egg is coming up because it's also from the Toile collection.
Toiles.
So tell us about how you designed the prints for the diffusers.
Well, I wanted everything to look like it popped out of the garden. So when I was doing this, obviously the two on the right, the floral and the hydrangea, pure out of my garden. We have hydrangea all over East Hampton growing wild, and we have the florals that come out of all of the garden. That's our wild garden in East Hampton. Now for the toiles, they're also all florals, but they're a 12th century pattern. This goes back to the 12th century. The toile was just a plain cotton fabric, and this is what was printed on it. And for me, it's just so chic to use in a room to cover it and evoke spring. Look at the pattern in blue. It's amazing. And in the blue, you get, for example, in the blue one, Wisteria Vine and Enchanted Peony, which I'm dying to talk about since.
Yeah,
You
we're
know
about
that.
to. We're about to. So can
this
we...
is all about, I just heard here, it's going to snow on Wednesday.
Oh, yes, it is.
It's freezing cold outside here in New York. This is all about leave the winter blues. It's time to make your house feel like it's clean. It's time to make it feel like spring's arrived. Open the windows, don't literally because it's still too cold outside, and start to feel summer and spring come alive.
So buy more and save. You are getting 6 to 8 months worth of home fragrance just with this set of 2
Yes.
diffusers.
I don't think I've
and
ever
the
offered this before.
6 refillables that come with it.
6.
However,
6.
if you do buy more and save, the ridiculous price of $27 drops now down to $24. And now then you will have not 6 to 8 months, you will get double that with a second set. Before we take calls, because we've got tons of people pouring in, they can't wait finally to get diffusers back in their life because you are famous for them.
And the power of anyone I did, even this past fall winter.
Tons of essential oils, essential oils. He perfectly said they are eau de parfum for your home, and there is no open flame to worry about. Can you take us through the choices?
Yes.
We'll first use this graphic, Harry, just to get through the high level.
It's a lot to take in.
And then we're going to deep dive into each one. Okay, so for starters with the blue.
Yes, so in the blue you get Wisteria Vine and Enchanted Peony. You get 3 of each.
Yep.
Then in the red toile you get 3 of each of the sweet spring melon and the orchard apple.
It's my favorite.
Then in the black toile you get vanilla cherry blossom and tuberose petals. Then in the green toile you get your choice of wild honeysuckle and clementine blossom. And the purple floral you get 3 of the wild hydrangea and 3 of the climbing clematis. And in the pink floral you get pink geranium and summer zinnia. And how I'm going to tell you to choose is by pattern, because the scents are
sublime.
my best spring collection ever. When you walked over, I don't know if you smelled it.
Oh,
this is
fine.
huge here. Usually I talk about the room, the whole place smells it.
It's an extraordinary experience, and Harry
We're in
will
my
be
garden
he'll be the
right
first to tell you the nose is the strongest of the 5 senses.
Our keenest sense.
It sets the whole tone of your home. Okay, so we're going to deep dive now.
Yes, well, I can't wait.
We're going to deep dive. We're going to start with the blue. So the
my
blue is the blue toile.
Yes.
And the blue toile, you are going to get 2 scents, 3 refillables of each. So what are the scents?
Are you ready?
Yeah,
so
I'm ready.
This is Wisteria Vine.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so guys, I wish you could smell it with me right now because you smell the wisteria, the white lilacs, and the blooming jasmine, and the green notes. It is romantic, it's refreshing, it smells like you're standing in a English garden. That's truly what it smells like.
Like a true garden.
Yes, and then you get Enchanted Peony. This one we should put behind our ears. It's so romantic.
Oh, wow.
Right? It's velvet peonies, pomegranates, and pink camellias.
I smell that sweetness from the
Oh
pomegranate.
my God, yes.
You know what? I didn't even know peonies smelled. I'm embarrassed to admit that.
Yes,
but if they smell like
Laura and
this,
I can take you out for dinner and we
Oh
can have
my
a 4-hour
gosh.
conversation on the scent of peony. But how romantic is that peony?
So romantic. So that's the blue toile choice.
Yes, that's the blue toile choice.
Now we want to move into the red toile.
Yes.
Tell me about the red toile.
Okay. Sweet spring melon. It's ripe cantaloupe melon.
Oh, yeah.
Cantaloupe melon, which you can smell. Then it goes into watermelon and cucumber.
I'm telling you right now, if you're out on East Hampton or Southampton and you stop by a Farm Fresh stand in the summer.
Because my whole spring summer is about scent of the garden and the farm stand.
And I mean the sweetest, softest melon, okay?
Ready?
And
now
then
that's combined with orchard apple. You like my apples? This is killer. This is juicy apple, green leaves, and fresh citrus scents.
So this is my favorite one, by the way.
Is it that your favorite?
This is my absolute favorite one is the red toile. That is extraordinary. All
And
right.
the melon and the apple combine to perfection.
Certainly a fruitier choice, and if you lean that way, I would go there. But black toile.
Yes. Vanilla cherry blossom. Okay? This is cherry blossoms, tart blackberries, and peach.
Oh, I just got the peach.
How amazing is that? You're
That
gonna
is
see that. You're going to see that coming up on something
lovely.
else. It is in a candle.
By the way,
it's
because
killer.
Harry is the king of home fragrance and he knows how to literally mixology them as if they are eau de parfums or fine wines, all of these notes, it's not just a flat fragrance story, it's top, middle, and base notes.
So here's tuberose petals. If you like tuberose, this is the romantic tuberose. It is tuberose, jasmine, and green and muguet, which is lily of the valley.
This so reminds me, because I know
Right?
you say that scent equals memories.
Yes.
That reminds me of my childhood living in Mexico.
Oh, really?
Tuberose, yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now we go to the green toile.
Green toile.
One of my favorites, the wild honeysuckle. Smell how sweet and wonderful that is.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly. And that's the fun we're going to have because when you smell them at home, you're going to say what Sean just did. Oh my gosh, it's honeysuckle, sugared apple, melon, and sweet peas.
Can I say, though, as Harry takes you through this, the extraordinary thing about the elevated and premium nature of the way he approaches home fragrance and these scents, they never smell artificial.
No, I use the master perfumers and never, ever, in all the years you've known me, Sean, would I ever compromise on anything I do for the market, for price, nothing. For me, it's either the best or I won't bother doing it.
Okay, this
Clementine blossom. Now this combines with the wild honeysuckle. This is tangerine, orange peel, and the clementine flower.
Oh, that citrus is pretty amazing.
Isn't that pretty?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
it
so
really
that
is.
might be another second favorite of mine. Okay,
now
and
we
then
go
purple
into
toile.
the purple or the lavender toile.
Okay.
Floral, rather.
Floral. My
floral.
apologies. Purple floral.
The wild hydrangea. Now I have hydrangeas going everywhere. If you're a hydrangea person, this is going to be exactly how your hydrangeas are going to smell. It's the blue hydrangea, the meadowgrass, and a touch of water lily.
I feel like I can literally smell the petal.
Absolutely.
Like if I stuck my nose
and the green
in the
that comes
big.
from hydrangea, and it actually, you know how after it rains, that even comes out more from the scent?
Yep.
That's what that is.
Oh, and those big, beautiful snowballs that they are of
exactly.
color. All right, and then
look, I
what
can't
is
wait.
climbing
I want to show
clematis?
the actual items so you get to see them.
Yeah.
Climbing clematis. So clematis grows wild, and when it grows, it wraps around by its vines on anything it goes on, which we have in East Hampton. It's tangerine, orange peel with clementine flower, and those are the blossoms coming out, and a touch again of lily of the valley in it.
Oh, this one piques my real interest because there may not be mint in there, but there's something in there that I cannot place.
It's the green leafy note.
Yeah, and it's unlike anything else in any of the other choices.
Don't you feel like we're actually at a fragrance bar smelling fine fragrances?
1000%.
Yes. This is the highest level you will ever get in a plug-in. Now we have the mixed floral.
We have almost
Again,
4,000 ordered.
One of my favorite, pink geranium. This is sweet mandarin,
Ooh.
pink geraniums, and geraniums, when they have a scent, are absolutely the most wonderful. You're gonna hear me say it's over romantic flower and wild clover.
I'm getting a little bit of the orange notes.
And the clover, the green.
Yeah, and yep.
So they're all balanced, so they're not too floral, they're not too sweet with the green notes.
All right, and then summer zinnia.
Summer zinnia, citrus zest, summer zinnia, honeydew, and sweet nectar.
Oh, it's sweet.
Yes,
but it's not artificial sweet. Obviously, we've established.
No,
this is like you've stumbled
this is like the
into
true nectar of